Alright, guys, this is Randy and Portia. We are here to talk about the Munchee ad that we did, and we just thought it would be interesting to share all the process behind it, and just thought of talking about it.
But this is the first one we did with this amount of detail and this amount of time given for us to do it, because usually it's like a quick thing, few days they want the commercial and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But here Rays and Rods is the agency for Munchee that contacted us.
Yep.
And they were like, so they came to our place, like when did they come?
I think mid-October.
Yeah.
Because we started working on it November 1st.
November, yeah. So we worked on it for about a month, 23 days, I think. So before that, these guys came to our place and we had like a small sit down, and they told us that they were looking at doing something revolutionary for this ad, and they were thinking of doing it in animation, which at that time they didn't tell us that the client Munchee was initially skeptical about doing an animated video for a food product. They didn't tell us that, but so they had really kind of worked towards convincing the client that we might want to try this and see, because the whole idea, the whole concept of the video was to be like a revolutionary change, like a change, like something like that. So that's the concept of the biscuit.
Bringing out your
originality, and because it's the so I think they also want to establish that the chocolate puff originally was their product. So they wanted to establish that as well. So. And then they said that Charita will be doing the music.
And I was like excited,
Yeah, because we worked with Charita
before in Rock and several other projects with him.
And several other projects on his.
So I was like really excited, and he said they said they'll get another local rapper as well. Later onwards, we realized it's Mansik, and we are also huge fans of the Man West Nihira drill team and all of that. So that was an awesome collaboration right there, and they were pushing for that collaboration, and they want to do something original like that. So we really got the idea, and we saw that we really had to deliver, because it's the first time that they were the client and
they were taking a risk.
They were taking a risk, and they were financing it. So like we have to really bring our A game here. So So though it's 45 seconds, I ended up creating 60 characters that transform, and I think 3 or 4 backgrounds, 3D backgrounds, all done in After Effects. So it took like a month of very hard work, and I'm really glad that they like it, and kind of glad with the results as well. And we are here to just share the process and the ideas behind it and the people behind it and all that. What else do you have?
Really quickly, the process is so after we had the initial discussion here, they sent us, they gave us a rough script, in the sense that they want this kind of an actor like the main character looking like this.
What's the actor they want?
Hemal Ranasinghe. Yeah, the most good-looking guy in Sri Lanka. So they wanted the main character to look something like that. Not exactly him, but like something like that. That posture and that kind of height and all that. And they wanted him to be cool, and so they gave us the vibe. They gave us the main vibe, and they told us that
kind of what they wanted, and at the end of the this thing, they want these people to transform into their
change. So they gave that, so it has to transform. They gave us that kind of a brief ideation of,
but totally gave us a creative freedom to really orchestrate it in the best way.
And they said like do your own rendition of this. This is what we want. So we really appreciate
also
that.
They had faith in us, because we had already done the Godzilla thing, so they were referring to that, and many others.
Yeah, so no, that one thing I think Randy has earned over the years is that he delivers. So that is expected, and it's always that expectation is met. And therefore, no, I mean, none of our clients currently are in doubt. If they give it to Randy, they know it'll come out better than they expect. So that's what I think happened, because Randy will always push, because he always thinks the next project he does has to be better than the previous one. So he will always push.
It's coming from a very insecure, fear-driven, making amends for the things that I don't know, limitations, all of that packed in, and it's very intense and aggressive. So like, you know, that's what.
Yeah. So then we what we did was I did was I looked at that initial idea, and I came up with a rough like the storyboard. I came up with the storyboard as to what will happen exactly, like the events of the video. So we have the guy looking at the apartment, looking at the. So they gave us a rough lyrics also. Which was not the final lyrics that Charita used, which he changed. They gave us just a rough kind of lyrics, set of lyrics, and based on that we gave them the storyboard. And then we had a meeting with Munchee's the brand managers and those who represent that brand,
the Race and Rods guys,
and the Race and Rods guys,
Buddhiga Lahiru,
and us. So we all had
and
like a Zoom
Charita,
call.
Charita was also there,
And Charita. Zoom call, and kind of understood each other's where we are going, are we going in the right direction, and are we understanding each other's needs and all that.
Initially, I think Charita wanted to change the lyrics. We also want to change the lyrics into a more funky, more modern, teen targeted kind of a way. Because before it was like a kavya, like a poetic kind
anyway,
of
they
thing.
hadn't finalized those lyrics. They were just like, we need these kind of words in there, is what they gave.
Things were sketching out, sculpting out.
And then Charita had changed it, and in that meeting he presented his rough version
of the.
And then there we finalized further the lyrics as well. So we were in on the whole process. So Charita got to know what we were thinking. We got to know what he's thinking.
I think I had to add that Buddhika and Lairo have been really communicative and really have handled this very awesomely.
For sure.
And I mean, I didn't think some agencies I've seen, in another plane, they really don't communicate with us. So here the teamwork was really there, and
the respect.
Like, the respect with each other, it was mutual. And I think all the professionals, Charita,
and even the
Munchee team as all of them. So that's why we had a solid understanding, and everyone understood that they had to really perform. So
so
kudos.
if anyone's wondering, the ones who are not local who might be watching this, Munchee is a biscuit brand, one of the biggest biscuit brands in our country.
CBL.
So that is a big kind of a collaboration in terms of Sri Lanka. The brand itself, the singer and music producer Charita Athalage, and the rap artist Manasik, and Randy and Meraki. So then what happened was after...
I don't know what the Tamil rapper's name is.
So we did actually a Tamil
version of that as
well. It as well.
So you were saying.
So then after that point, after that meeting, it was up to us. They left us to it, and we took the time to finish it. So after we did that, we gave it to the client and the agency, and then there were a few minor changes, certain words to appear in the video, and like minor changes like that. And then,
but overall, I think they were really pleased with it.
Of course they were pleased, and we are so glad that almost everybody is
showed the support and
really impressed with the ad. Munchee was really impressed, and they let us know about it. Raise and Rods, it was a total win with they took the risk, they proposed it to the client, and the client took the risk as well, obviously. So it was a win, and we are so glad that everyone's accepting it and taking it very well.
I was really nervous because I know this was going to be on mass media, TV, and all that. So
as always,
it's always I'm nervous. And I think being nervous is very good.
Yeah.
You have that fear. When you have that fear,
Yeah.
you really have to give your A game. So I think that's a very good place to be for any content creator.
True.
I mean, they shouldn't be like all overconfident, and they have to really work their way from here. So even in individual projects, I feel that really helps you out. So after that, I think they were like the manager also had said like that they never thought that it will work for a food product as an advertisement animation would
That's
work
not the
for-
manager. Who is that? The CEO or
the
someone?
CEO,
Yeah,
So
because the
that
manager was the one on the call and he had already approved.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant, the CEO.
Yeah, so he had said that he hadn't expected. That's when we knew that they were a bit skeptical about it, because they hadn't. The message is in your phone, right? So they hadn't thought that animation would work for a food brand, and then
So that was
so
a
happy
major
that it
win
does.
and sense of achievement.
It's a revolutionary. So I mean, I guess
so-
it served that the whole concept of it being revolutionary as well. For the main reason of animation being used for a food product for the first time in Sri Lanka, I don't know in the world, but and their concerns were even in our call. I mean, it has to be appetizing. Will it be appetizing, and all those kind of things. So we have done a lot of brand work and brand psychology and consumer psychology and stuff like that. So we have that background, both of us. So it's easy for us to, as soon as we understand what the client wants, it's easy for us to kind of deliver that. What's difficult is always the story process, like the brainstorming between the two of us. Like once we know what the client wants, and then it's left to us.
How to present it.
Detailing and the presentation, the camera angles. Randy is very.
I mean the flow. I mean your eye, where your eye is, like you shouldn't bombard. I tried very hard to really make it very minimalistic, as in like easy on the eyes, like focusing in this, all that stuff. So.
Minimalistic is not you.
I know.
That's no, but like not lose focus. That I think is the word. So. Like what I drew as a storyboard, if I mean that was a very sketchy thing, but then that was really a flat visual. And what Randy did with it is to make it 3D and make it connect with the audience. I have a very nice example for a very specific scene of what he did, but I don't want to take time speaking about that right now.
So basically it became about transformation of one's being a cookie cutter template to his own originality. So I tried to put there's a caterpillar and it transforms at the end after the biscuit scene. Couple of people have really touched on it, those minor
and the clouds
details.
clearing,
Clearing. So after those little things, and there's established shot in the beginning where the whole world is very drowsy. When the at the end scene, the same shot, it's all filled with full of colors.
So the main transformation here and originality is like, it's not only in the video he sets out to kind of share this happiness with the rest of the world and around him, and that's what kind of we wanted to show, that he looks at the world in this different way. He looks at it positively. He becomes the inspiration for everyone else to change. Exactly. He becomes the inspiration for because that's the natural thing that happens. Like so if you are pumping out positivity and energy, then your people around you start changing.
You want to associate that with the biscuit.
He wanted to associate that with the biscuit. So this dude surrounds himself with positive things. Including the biscuit.
And in the front scene, he's looking at the world, the cat beside him, and the school, colorful workplace, and hopefully like mine. And so so some guys had actually thought it's Randy, the main character, but no, it was supposed to be a much good-looking person. So that guy was Hemal. It was supposed to look not like Hemal, but someone with that kind of good lookingness, good looks. So
that's it.
Overall an awesome project, again a fulfilling one.
Yeah, and I saw people saying, I mean, they wish it was longer, and we wish it was longer also, but then, I mean, it's an ad, and there is always a restriction to the time an ad can run. We did 32 versions of it also.
32 versions, chopped it down and so also. And I'm
so
sorry about if we really spammed your time, but hey, you know, we had to get the message out there, right? And then
we didn't spam, Munchee spammed you. So no, I mean, we had to do 32 versions in the sense there were 32 executions and formats that it had to be rendered in,
teasers,
because there was the Tamil and there was the single, there was the teasers, there were 2 teasers, and you know, all those kind of things.
So that means doing a change would have mean that we had to do all those renders again and uploaded it.
Yeah, like one small change means all 32
hopefully
have to change.
Buddhika and them are very instrumental in getting things done and keeping the
they
changes
were
to a minimum.
smooth.
Yeah.
Buddhika, and the other thing was, obviously we were suffering with these network issues, and it was terrible to have to upload 32
Shout outs to Adil also,
Yeah, so they came down finally. Lahiru came down and took the videos and went, because this uploading situation was going on.
And they gave us a heart attack when they said, okay guys, you know, why don't you put your logos and make
teaser, because no one has done a teaser for an ad.
Yep.
Right, so it was like, wow, you guys, you know, so it's
teaser for it. They're like Marvel movies, and they do a teaser for their commercials.
I mean, that's for movies.
Yeah, I mean, this is interesting. I mean, for Marvel, some of the Marvel trailers, they
do teaser for the trailer. Yeah, true, that's true. So I mean, that's crazy.
Cool,
that's
very creative. Done. I mean, again, shout outs to the client and taking.
Agreeing to that. I mean, what a cool client have you got to be like, let's do it. I mean, all these new things.
It's like, you know, they get the leap of faith and they pass it on to us, and we understand it and we give our best. So that's how I think progress works. I mean, that's like really awesome to the understanding, right? Yeah.
I mean, now the teaser, and then I mean, I don't know what else we might come up with.
Who knows if they'll sponsor for a short story, like, you know. Who knows, like, the people love it.
Yeah, we can talk about this dude further. Give him a name and all that. This dude did that.
Maybe he's got an arch villain with another biscuit guy coming in, and you know, Monosik versus Roy J versus
or something like that. So anyway, I mean, Munchee, the team, and Raise and Rods, the agency, you guys rock. Because obviously taking these challenges and then going with it just pumping in teasers for an ad, that's crazy. Randy, I'm glad you remembered that. Teasers for a commercial, I've never seen that happen. So awesome. We're so
that
happy
deserves
that
an award itself right there.
Finally, I would like to kind of ask you guys to possibly
share it.
Go and view this on YouTube,
because
so that we can have at least 1 million views on this. Not that anyone is gaining monetary value on that. Munchee, it's on Munchee's channel. Munchee is not gaining money on that, but and it's not ours. But what we would like to see is one of Meraki Productions locally getting that amount of views, because all the views we currently have on our projects are entirely mostly from the US and around the world. Like, if we go to our YouTube, like the analytics, Sri Lanka is like the 30th country or something views wise, so we would like our own country to have
show some love.
If you like it, we would appreciate if you can share the YouTube link and get that into a trending kind of a thing. Not that it's not already trending. I mean, we understand the whole thing is all over the place, but we would like to have that number on one of our own projects locally. Okay, signing out, I guess.
Also, there was a little issue on Verona uploading it before the copyright stuff, but no biggies. I mean, CBL, everyone knows that.
It was an accident. It was because Verona had the 31st night show, and this ad was in the show, along with another dance act performed for the track. So then YouTube had picked out the track and then copyrighted the upload of the ad, but that's all sorted now.
Yeah.